Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please know that if I make it big, you'll be on the ground floor. Come join me on this journey and build this audience Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe. Please let this live stream with everyone you know. Please like and subscribe. Please share this live stream with everyone you know. Please like and subscribe. Please share this live stream with everyone you know. Please like and subscribe. Please share this live stream. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Tuesday. Hey everyone out there. I figured I just wanted to take a few seconds to thank the many people who came out to support me this past Friday night at the Glass Jug. My next show there will be April 29th, so I want to let you know that. I am taking this week off for the most part. I'm actually been fiddling with a new mixing board to try and get these vocals now in stereo, which you should hear them in stereo, but I'm not sure I have the levels where I need them yet. But we're going to play you a show from a year ago. And this is from March 16th, 2021, and we can all sit there and laugh at how much has changed in the world since that time. I believe, if I recall correctly, how's it going, Kevin? Kevin, you should be happy. Hopefully you can hear vocals left and right. So I'm going to work on the levels. I literally got everything set up in the past half an hour. I haven't had a chance to really test things out on the audio side. But we're going to replay something from March 16th, 2021. I will be in the chat room hanging out with you all. And as a way of kind of testing levels right now, and as is standard whenever we do a throwback show. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday playing the show from the break. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday playing the show from the show. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday playing the show from the show. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday throwback. It's a Tuesday. Trying to get my vaccine, but I can't get on the list. I'm trying to get my vaccine, but the website won't assist. Why can't I get through? I'd like to know. Trying to get my vaccine, but I can't get on the list. Trying to get my vaccine, but the website won't assist. Why can't I get through? I'd like to know. Trying to get my vaccine, but I can't get on the list. Trying to get my vaccine, but the website won't assist. Why can't I get through? I'd like to know. Trying to get my vaccine, but I can't get on the list. Trying to get a vaccine, but the website won't assist. Trying to get a vaccine, I'd like to know. Trying to get my vaccine, but I can't get on the list. Trying to get a vaccine, but the website won't assist. Why can't I get? But I'm getting on the list. Trying to get a vaccine, my vaccine. But the website won't assist. Why can't I get it? I'd like to know. But I can't get on the list. I'm trying to get my vaccine, but I guess it won't assist. Why can't I get through? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. I'd like to know. Walgreens, why does your site suck so much? I wrote that 7 years ago, obviously. Tuesday. Or maybe like an hour before showtime after spending most of my day trying desperately, now that come tomorrow, I will be considered eligible because Group 4A, high blood pressure, obesity. I never wanted to be called obese until basically today. So we're going to say obese. Usually I'd say big boned or I could lose 20 pounds. But no, we're obese. If it comes down to getting the vaccine, we are obese. So, and bad habits. I used to smoke a half a pack a day right around college into the early work days. So I am high risk in triplicate. So anyway, I spent a good portion of my afternoons. First of all, the good news is I'm seeing everybody posting that they're getting vaccinated. This is fantastic. We're rounding the corner. We're getting there, bit by bit. Everybody's doing their part. This is great. Both my parents got vaccinated today. So did my sister-in-law. My oldest brother and his wife have already had their vaccinations as they work in school. And that leaves myself and my older brother. So, Kevin, that's fantastic that you get your shot on Saturday. Basically, and Monique, you have both. What's up, Medieval Buxton? My man Jamie, how are you, sir? If you stick around, I might give a little hint of the song we wrote together that I've been waiting to perform with you when you get over here with your clarinet, sir. But anyway, spent a good majority of my afternoon trying to figure out how to get my vaccine scheduled through Walgreens. So Walgreens asks you, blah, 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 da-da-da, da-da-bum. We've got schedules appointments there for you. What would you like? First and second dose or second dose? Well, I'd like first and second dose, please. Cool. Here are all the options for you. Let's schedule your first. Click. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't schedule your second. We have no appointments for the second. Wash, rinse, repeat for about 28,622 times. And then I gave up and went to Harris Teeter, and now I've got it scheduled for Sunday. So, yay! Sunday's my first dose. I guess I'll be maybe watching some NCAA tournament with like stars in my eyes and growths coming out of my skull. But hey, if that's what it's got to be, it's got to be. So anyway, that was a very spontaneous opener that came to me like not too long ago after my literal frustration hit the top of my brain. And that's when the best stuff comes. This was going to be my opener, and I'm going to go ahead and play it anyway. The problem is, I tried to pick this song up a couple days ago when it was beautiful out. The sun was shining. It was majestic weather in North Carolina, and here we are with another craptastic day. And my cat is now trying to climb my leg. Is my tech off, Kevin? Are things bad? I didn't change a thing from last week. But anyway, while I try to navigate this cat between my legs. Dude, for real, man. You. Here's H.H. Gregory making his weekly appearance. Being a jerk. Yeah, that's right. Show them your beautiful face. That's right. Everyone loves a kitty. All right, now go. Leave me alone. All right. Okay, so this is what I've been trying to figure out. Kevin, you said everything sounded great last week with the sound. I got feedback from somebody else that it was only in the right channel. And when I'm listening back on things, I'm hearing it in both headphones or both speakers. So I don't know what's going on here. I sing loudly. I can't really change the balance too much. The only thing I can do is this. When I'm talking, is this better? Does this work better for you when I'm talking? I just got to remember to turn on and off the chorus and whatnot so that I sound better when singing, because this is extremely dry. But I do have a mixer. I'm going to try and... I've actually been miking up my drum set because I'm going to be recording some drums on some of this stuff soon. And I'm going to try to use my mixing board and tie that in so that I can actually add some drums to this stuff on occasion too. But without further ado... we're going to do the song that I planned on opening with last week, and hopefully I do it justice, because let me tell you, Jonn Buzby did not. comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it feels like years since you've been here. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Little darling, I feel the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. One of my favorites growing up. So I actually first heard of the Beatles, I think I was 6 years old. I had a Fisher-Price record player and a Curiosity. So I was able to go through and look through my parents' drawers, cabinets, you name it. And when I was sick of reading all the books about, polio and vaccines and all these great inventors, I found these really beautiful things in sleeves that were records that I could pop on my record player. They looked very similar to the records. Let me turn this off again. They looked very similar to the records that had all the little notches that were pre-programmed songs, but this stuff was a little bit different. So I went through and there was some stuff that was not my cup of tea. I found Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass, which I loved. And then I found Abbey Road. And that album, effectively changed my view of music. And, I didn't play that one the way exactly I would love to, but it is a technically impressive tune and fun to play. And I feel like we're getting there. And the sun is coming around the corner, even if it was rainy all day today. So that's the theme for tonight. A little bit of hope, a little bit of love, and hopefully a whole lot of vaccine coming at you shortly. James and Bridget, it's good to see you both. I hope everyone's doing well over at the Har household. Kevin, I'm very sorry that this is the way things are set up right now and the right channel for you. I'll check it again when I'm done. I feel like there's something that I am just missing when it comes to this mix, but it is what it is. And it's not like I'm playing every tune perfectly, and it's not like I'm charging you. So full refunds for everyone who doesn't get this in both ears. So anyway, I did not really prepare much other than working on a couple of these ditties. So what I think I'm gonna do is just kind of look at my list of songs and just start playing some stuff. If you have suggestions, I'm more than happy to play a couple of my songs that you know and that you want to hear again. Otherwise, we're just gonna move on forward, and we're gonna try and keep the cussing at a minimum since we got kids in the house. James and Bridget, yo! In fact, I feel like maybe we should create something for them. James and Bridget. James and Bridget in the house. James and Bridget. James and Bridget in the house. James, Bridget and Bridget. James and Bridget in the house. Oh baby, James, Bridget and Bridget. James and Bridget in the house. Bridget in the house. Oh baby, James and Bridget. James and Bridget in the house. Oh baby, James and Bridget. Bridget and Bridget in the house. James and Bridget. Are you listening to the song that I am writing about you? James and Bridget. Are you listening? Are you listening to the song that I wrote about you? James and Bridget. Are you Bridget? Are you listening to the song that I wrote about you? James and Bridget. Are you Bridget? Are you listening to the song that I wrote about you? James and Bridget. James and Bridget. James and Bridget in the house. Are you there? Are you there? James and Bridget. What? James and Bridget in the house. Yeah! James and Bridget. 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 That was for you. Do I need to start now writing songs for every last person who's watching Ruby and Penelope? Oh, man. Okay. If you hold on, I'll come up with something on the fly. But I got to play at least one of my songs in the meantime. I'm glad to see everybody who's in here in the chat room. I hope everyone is feeling more optimistic about where we are heading, about the fact that we are slowly seeing some light at the end of this tunnel. I love the fact that I'm seeing people who have been vaccinated, who are about to be vaccinated, and that, you know, we're working together to kind of get past what's been the longest year that I think any of us have ever endured. I do feel bad. My buddy Ralph, happy belated to him, my oldest friend, he's had 2 birthdays during this pandemic. So, sorry, dude. So I think along those lines, it's time to ask, are we near it? We saying something, 'cause I heard nothing at all. Are you feeling nothing? 'Cause I felt it all along. If love will set us free, why are we still dancing in these chains? Will set us free. Why are we still struggling with this pain? Is it all we know? Am I missing something? Draw a line upon the sand. Make it crystal clear so I can finally understand. Set us free. Why are we still racing everywhere? If time will set us free, why United States. And my Dublin down now on another losing hand. Is this all according to some God-forsaken land? Ooh, if faith is all we need, why are we still racing everywhere? If faith will set us free, why are we so absolutely scared? Is it all we know? Are we near it, or are we just a long way away? Are we near it, or are we just a long way away? Are we near it, or are we just a long way away? Are we near it, or are we just a long way away? Are we near it? We saying something. Lost in all the grand design is how we managed to be true. We forged our way despite this jagged line. We passed the porch and passed on through. In this parade of life, there'll be highs and unrelenting lows, as far as we could know. Sadness will fade in time, let the love and passion overflow. One more for the road. The cost of living by a code, to live a life that's absolute, is that we're forced to take the long and winding road, face the battles underfoot. In this parade of life, are the highs of what the various lows, reaping what we sow. Don't be afraid of trying, let the love and passion overflow. One more for the road. I'll admit that I have had my doubts. I've lost my faith a time or two before, but I still am ready to roll and not overcome these bouts and lows with absolution unconditional. Yes, I still am ready to roll. In this parade of life, there'll be highs and unrelenting lows, far as we So that threw me off, seeing... This is the bad part about having a chat right in front of you. You try not to look, but as you're singing the song, you do. And I happened to see Kevin asking if the video ended. So about 45 seconds until the end, the entire time I'm playing that tune, wondering if I'm actually playing for anyone or whether I have a dead screen. So I'm glad to hear that it didn't end. Kevin, if you're still there, or if you've gotten lost, gotten kicked off, and need to come back on, let me know. That was the last track off of my most recent Damn Fine Coffee album, called One More for the Road. And let's see, we are at 9:26. Yeah, we'll play another original, and then we will move on to the cover tune challenge, which I think at least one person may know this one. We'll see. I couldn't do Here Comes the Sun as the cover tune challenge. That's too obvious. You would have known within 3 notes. I mean, come on. Come on. How is everyone doing out there in Cyberville? I guess that's the town we're in, Cyberville? I mean, look, this is crazy because I actually have enjoyed doing this performance where I don't need to, like, break down gear, load it up, unload it, do a sound check, wait around for an hour or 2, then play in front of who knows how many people, then break down and wash, rinse, repeat, and feel like it was a whole lot of work for nothing. So I'm kind of enjoying this live stream thing. At the same time, let's get back to normal already. And apparently normal also means that if I'm playing gigs live out in public, I won't have a cat who's begging for my love and affection every 10 seconds. I want y'all to do me a favor. I'm going to lift up H.H. Gregory one more time. And I want you all to give as much love and affection as possible to... Oh, of course, now he walks away. Man. Come on, Katie. Come here. Come here for once. All right. On the count of 3, I'm going to lift him up. Send all your love to this little dude right here so that he feels appreciated, he feels attended to, and that he will leave us alone for at least the next 30 minutes after that, okay? We love you, H.H. Gregory. All right. All right, glad to see you back, Kevin. It's a song you've heard many times before. It was One More for the Road that it must have cut out on you, so not a big loss. Let's move on. Let's do a fairly newer tune that has not been released yet. I haven't played in a little bit, but I'd like to do it. A lot of my songs seem to deal with time and wanting to get back to some sense of normalcy. And it's crazy that the majority of these were written before the pandemic, but here we go. This one's called Maybe in Time. Time we've spent procrastinating, it's like we never made a dent. I say we both spent some time on our own. Maybe in time we'll have grown. You were always on the fence. I was waiting with hope, excitement, and suspense. But I see we both need some time on our own. Maybe in time we'll have grown. All right, it is time for the Cover Tune Challenge. At some point, in one of these weeks, I'm just gonna be like, I can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I have no idea what to do. I thought this might be the week. This was not the week. Creativity or ideas or thoughts come to you at the strangest times. And this is from a band, that's your first hint, that I haven't listened to in a long time, but I love their stuff, love their music. And I was thinking about the fact that this year and the hardships that we've all endured, not just in terms of loss, but also the reality of recognizing that a lot of people are a little disappointing. People that we thought might have been our friends, we've had to let go of a few of those. We've also seen the dark side of humanity, and we've seen a lot of people that have chosen themselves over the rest of the society. And, you know, it's easy to kind of get down and depressed about it, and it's easy to fixate on that. But whenever that starts to occur, I know for myself, I try to tell myself to stop, take a breath, and look at the good out there, and have all the reminders that are positive in this world. So, this song is about that. First person that can get this tune right wins a digital download of their choice, whether Atlanta Chocolate or Damn Fine Coffee. If I could access the Phineas Gage stuff, I'd give that out too. So maybe I could talk with Mike Ostrich on that one, because I think he's running that site. Grab a quick sip of water. Thank you for tuning in and waiting for me as I take my time, take a breath, and get into this. Here we go. Close my eyes, go numb. There we go, we're coming from. Under the iron I rise today. It's not a breeze cause it blows hard. Yet it wants me to discard the humanity I know. Watch the warmth blow away. So don't let the world bring you down. Not everyone here is that fucked up. Think I should adhere to the present new frontier, leaving my wake a trail of fear. Should I hold my head up high and throw a wrench in spokes by? I'm leaving the air behind me clear. So don't let the world bring you down. Not everyone here is that fucked up. Remember why you came and why you're alive. Remember the world before you go. everyone here is that fucked up and cold. Remember why you came and why you're alive. Experience the world before you go. So don't let the world bring you down. Not everyone here is that fucked up and cold. Remember why you came and why you're alive. Experience the world before you go. Before you go. Where did it go? Go. Where did it go? Where did it go? So I changed the curse word earlier for Bridget and James, but when you're doing a cover tune, it's kind of tough when it's part of the chorus. So every time you heard a word that might have sounded like the F word there in the chorus, it was D. It was a duck. Not everyone is that ducked up and cold. Because, you know, ducks, when they're in the rain, it gets a little frigid. So I'm just putting that out there. So the song, I don't see any guesses. The band was Incubus. Band from the 90s. One of the cool things about them is that they actually incorporate scratchers, and they have a little DJ tied in with a rock band. So that tune in particular, one of the things that kind of separates it in my mind, and I couldn't replicate it, was they use whale sounds at the beginning of the song and at the end of the tune. But that song is Warmth. I enjoyed playing it. I hope you're all doing good out there. It's kind of quiet in the chat room, so I might have to try Ruby and Penelope. Ruby and Penelope, 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 Ruby and Penelope. Ruby and Penelope, 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 Ruby and All right, I totally lost the timing on that one. But that was, off the cuff. Ruby and Penelope, I hope you're all having a good time out there. If you're still out there tuning in. If I blame anyone, if you've left, it's because of Incubus and that you are not a fan of a fantastic group from the 90s and the 2000s who I believe are still making music today. But yes, Incubus is a fantastic band. I highly recommend checking out at least, there's 3 albums I say that are great. There's Science, which is aggressively awesome. And then, oh my gosh, I can picture the cover of the album that tune is off of, but that was the one that kind of broke him big. Anyway, Ducking A, man. Duckman. Just call me Duckman. Duck this, duck that, duck COVID. That's all I got to say, really. All right, on to some more tunes. What shall we do? Okay. I feel like I oftentimes just pick the same songs I usually do because it's a very easy thing to do. But until you all start giving me suggestions, challenge me. Give me a tune that you want to hear and I will play it. I might not play it perfectly, but it's not like I'm playing the ones I'm picking out that perfectly either. This tune is off of the second Damn Fine Coffee album. One of my favorites, and if you have dealt and I know that you have in particular, Kevin, and Monique, I know you've dealt with loss as well, but if you've dealt with loss of anyone that you've loved, or you're dreading the loss of someone close to you, this song is about kind of how we're never quite prepared for it. It's called All We Are.
It's funny when it comes, the sudden clarity. So thankful for the love you've always given me. All we are and all we'll ever be. It's grateful for this love, for this family. I've seen the broken souls that live in misery, so hollow and alone, it's all they've ever seen. And they say all we are and all we'll ever be is faded where apples just falling from the tree. Oh, time is racing forward. I don't wanna let this go. Why must it take so long for us to appreciate this? Why must we all lose something close before we grow? I wanna take the time to tell you what you mean. You sacrificed it all to help us reach our dream. And they say all we are, all we'll ever be is faded where apples just falling from the tree. Oh, time is racing forward. Oh, I don't wanna let this go. I love you more than you'll ever know. Why must we all lose sight of our love, your inspiration? Why must we all pay the toll of letting go? play a song by Journey. Don't stop believing that I might. It's just unlikely. Mainly because I think they have keyboards in it, right? I thought Journey had keyboards. Maybe for a future week I will put that in mind. I have a question for you all. I've only got a little bit left in me. My voice is not quite there today. It's been a rainy, overcast day. Hey, Amity, it's good to see you. But what I want to know, do you like the cover tune challenge? Do you like the random stuff that's made up at the beginning? Because it does take me time and effort to kind of come up with a few things here and there. If it's spontaneous, no problem. But, I got to learn the how to play and sing the cover tune challenge and any other non-originals I do. And I want to make sure that it's something that you enjoy and appreciate. Otherwise, I don't have to do it every week. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'd like to hear feedback from you when you get a chance. If you're in the chat room, please get back to me and let me know. If you're not, shoot me a message. Give me a heads up. If you're watching this later on, same thing. Give me your constructive criticism of what you would like to see more of as I try and figure out how to keep this show more fun for everyone, and while not actually doing any promotion so I don't get any new fans. Haha. I think we got 2 more in me. What those 2 tunes will be, I don't know. Yeah, let's do an old standby, an easy one. And one that if you have the most recent album, you will know. This one's called Weight of the World. It's all Sunday, I'm heavy, feeling all the weight of the world. A fan of my friends and family, feeling all the weight of the world. Take this anger like a dagger, exile the cemetery and throw it all away. I've been rated J for jaded. There goes the optimist whose life has turned to gray. I'm trapped without a hope of amnesty, feeling all the weight of the world. My life's got reduced to travesty, feeling all the weight of the world. All this read you left unstated, give me the go-ahead to throw it all away. I'm now ungraded, but locked and gated. Without an opening, my life has turned to gray. Seems this was a chance I had to take, far as I could go. Instead of taking 2 steps forward, I dug a ditch below. Seems this was a chance I had to take, far as I could know. Instead of taking 2 steps forward, I dug a ditch below. I'm searching for a glimpse of light to help me find the path to take me home.
Ooh. That overcast weather is messing with my allergies nice and good. I have like a second skin over my left eye right now. I can barely see straight. But hopefully you don't hear all that congestion in the singing tonight. You know, I'm not going to go on the injured list. I wasn't feeling well this past weekend. I had the makings of a cold, not COVID, but the makings of a cold. And tried to get through that just so that I could get back here and sing for y'all again tonight. And for myself, because let's be honest, it's not like I'm going to a massive audience here of thousands of people that are just demanding that I get here every Tuesday. But those who do show up, I appreciate every one of you. I really do. It's so easy to get focused on what you don't have. That's the trick, right? The key is to be able to be happy with what you do have. And the fact that I have people that take the time to tune in every week and give me feedback, both positive and negative, I greatly appreciate that, and I'm glad that I have you in my life. So with that in mind, and with the degree of difficulty that's going to come with this tune that I have not given a whole lot of work to in the past 2 weeks, we're going to play a song that I am very much looking forward to having be reality very shortly. Rather than staring at this camera, or this camera, or this camera, or this camera, or this camera, I'm looking forward to seeing friendly faces in person. It's long overdue. It's been over a year. For a good portion of the people that I know, there's been very few people I've seen in person. And I am very much looking forward to a friendly face. I've been stuck inside this house for several days. Want to wreck these walls in such destructive ways. But then where to go in such a glorious ways? Maybe better that I stay. Stuck inside my mind for all my days, strapped inside my head, a hyperactive haze. If I step outside myself to get some air, tell me what am I to face? Despise my way, I'm doing well. I'm just surprised to find a glance my way.
road that we must go. Can we find the path? Can we find our way home? It's a lonely road, so we must go. Can we find the path? Can we find our way home? It's a lonely road, we must go. Can we find the path? Can we find our way? Looking for a better place, searching for a friendly face. Looking for a better place, searching for a friendly face. What cameras do I use? Cheap ones. No. In front of me, I actually bought it as a recording device when I was gonna just do some songs and maybe make some videos to put up. This is the Q2N. So that's this one right here. That one is definitely more expensive than the others. This one here, that is my laptop in front of me, which also works as my music stand when I got to put some lyrics up, which is more often than I would like to admit. Over here on the left, this, I honestly don't know. I bought it on Amazon for like 20 bucks or something like that. Same thing up here, the overhead. Hello, hello. And am I missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then this sucker right here. Same type of thing. These three cameras are all pretty much the same. This one, I got different, and I'm not as fond because the coloring is a little bit pinker, if you notice down here. I look like I've got a lot of blood moving to my fingers, which in theory I do if I'm trying to, play all this stuff. But notice the difference between my hand here and then on the main screen. Two different colors. One is pink, one is whitish. I'm just saying. So anyway, I think I got time to do one more. If people are going to stick around, maybe I'll do more than one more. I'm getting a little bit of a second wind, and I have an energy drink. So, sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. Please note, I'm not actually sponsored by anybody. All right, let's hear it. One more? Two more? No more? Get the hell out of here. Leave us alone. I can't quite escape my keyboard or my phone or whatever device I'm watching you on. And only when you turn off this will I ever be able to step away again, and I'm trapped as a spirit. Let's hope it's not that one. But, all right, what are we going to do? One more here before my eyes completely go on me. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Let's do something that throws a little creativity at the end and some three-part harmonies. This song is the opening track off of the first Damn Fine Coffee album. And I already did one more for the road, but yes. But this one, very specifically, I wrote basically trying to talk to anyone who is having any thoughts of taking their life or
not wanting to be on this planet anymore. And I know that that's been a lot of people during this time. Depression is definitely a thing. But before you do something crazy, know that there are people that love you, that care about you, and as the song goes, do us a favor.
How can you say life is treating you so wrong when you're alive and still kicking right along? Do us a favor and remember where you've been. Take time to savor. Don't climb the heights if you can't embrace the fall. Not everything gets the benefit of course. Do us a favor and remember where you've been. Take time to savor. Do us a favor. And remember how to live. Take time to savor. And I can tell you're searching for the way to take your life and make it one more day. And I can see you're looking for escape. Take the time and make it right again. Choices clear your voice. There's an easy way out from your troubles and doubts. Then what's the fun in skipping to the end? everyone and everything. There is a place for everyone and everything. There's a place. 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 There's a place for us. There's a place for us. There's a place for us. There's a place. There is a place for everyone and everything. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. By this time next week, hopefully, I will not be suffering too much fatigue from my first dose of vaccine. Peace, good night, be good to each other, and take care.